Hello everybody, and welcome! My name is Ursa, and today I pit myself against the wonderful White and Nerdy in a competition to build the best civilization. What counts as the best civilization, you ask? Well, that's up to interpretation. We both have the same save file, an Atomic Era Start Highlands map with Menelik's Ethiopia, and we both separately went away to record. The attempt would last 60 turns, or to victory, whichever came first, or whichever we chose. I'd rigged the map to make sure it was interesting. All 8 city-states available, miles of beautiful forest to maintain or chop, and a desert Uluru start that would require us both to think of weird strategies to get the most of it. We then returned to see each other's save for the first time, and let me tell you, the things we do the same are almost as hilarious as the things that we do differently. So sit back, relax, and let White and Nerdy take over as he goes first. I'll be back shortly after to show you my attempt.
Hello, nerds, and wait a minute, this isn't my channel? Hello, everyone, my name is White&Nerdy, and today is a very special day. For anyone here that knows me, you know I love playing civs to their absolute strengths, trying to win deity in under 200 turns. But if you really know me, you know that I love playing the most into appeal-based culture victories. What is the best is when those two things line up, as went very well in my recent Russia Lava Preserve game that's done very well on my channel. I recently played as Ethiopia on Twitch, and when Ursa reached out to me, I decided I wanted to see what other civs are great sleeper preserve civs. And today we're playing as Menelik. I like Faith Ethiopia. And what? Wait. Oh no. Wait, so this is Atomic Era Start. We are starting very late into the game. The first thing I immediately notice is that any wonder that is 2 eras behind the start that you start in is no longer available. So no Petra today, no Huey today. This is the perfect spot for a Huey Petra capital. But of course, a little bit about Menelik, science and faith generated equal to 15% of our faith generation. As long as the cities are founded on hills, this will be doubled down with a possible void singers this game. So you get a crazy amount of science and culture if you just focus on faith, and that's all we're doing today. Ursa told me that we kind of set our own goal in these games. So my goal of this game is to be able to have a empire that has a ridiculous amount of faith. That means, of course, building our holy sites, as well as our second faith district, which is the preserve, as well as using our rock-hewn churches for faith, our trade routes from commercial hubs and harbors for faith, and I think we could even have every single tile of our empire covered in faith. That is going to be my own victory condition today. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead and we settle here for our capital. We can use these hills for rock-hewn churches, which give us faith equal to the amount of hills that are nearby. They also give a appeal, which is actually very, very nice for preserve games. And we actually have, between rock-hewn churches, holy sites, preserves, and even theater squares, we have a lot of ways to give us appeal, as well as we actually start the game with conservation unlocked. Not only can we plant trees to get really, really good preserves anywhere we want, but whenever we build a preserve, we get the grow for free. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna first set our government. We're gonna go straight for democracy here. In games like this, logistics, the +1 movement for builders is just so good. I will keep in the settler card as well as the builder card because we'll be getting a lot of these throughout the game. New Deal would be the best card out of this whole lot, but because I need 3 districts to benefit from this, I might want to look for something like liberalism first, or even civil prestige, because all of my early cities will have governors, so the one amenity into housing is actually pretty useful. I'm gonna be plugging in Diplomatic League so I can get extra envoys with city-states that we meet from the beginning of the game, as well as vessel banking, because I want to have a ton of food and production from our trade routes to those city-states. You can't get a great profit after the Renaissance era, so we're not going to be able to have that benefit, but I will be plugging in levy en masse. You see, we could actually start with a huge gold deficit from the amount of units that we have, and anything that can give us a little bit of extra gold to help us not immediately delete all of our own units is useful here. But I'm just going to plug in Raj here for a little bit of extra yield off of our trade routes and finding city-states. I'm going to go ahead and settle our capital under a volcano. I'm sure that won't be a problem. I can send my builder here. But this is basically what the game plan is going to be. We're going to be placing a holy site in pretty much any city, as well as a preserve, because every time we settle a city, we have at least 6 population in the Atomic Era starts. And anytime we need appeal, we can use things like rock-hewn churches on hill tiles, or we can use holy sites on flat tiles to be able to boost the appeal around our preserves. And then, of course, whenever we can, we're going to plant trees. We can also use things like theta squares, but with all of these different combinations, we should be able to get a crazy amount of upheal, which means I'm actually going to go ahead and skip out unrelated settlements and go straight for Earth Goddess. This is going to build us straight into our goal this game. Earth Goddess is going to help us a lot with that. And I'm going to send my settlers up this way. The desert's nice, right? It is. I mean, who we could preserve over here. I think we're going to come back there later. I'm going to send my first settler up this way. Now, we do start up here way in the atomic era, so I'm going to go straight for computers. We can get tourism boost, which our Rocking Churches already give us tourism because we already start with flight. We only have culture victory and diplomatic victory unlocked, so we're definitely going for culture victory. I will be going straight for cultural heritage to give us the 100% tourism to our artifacts because Menelik also has the ability to faith by archaeological museums and archaeologists, so I'm going to be able to use those as much as possible. We're going to go for a Magnus opening, which of course we're going to plug in surplus logistics and provision. We have tons of governor titles, so this will give us growth in the capital as well as the ability to spam out tons and tons of settlers. This is going to be so great. That's a goodie hut. Hang on. If I finish this preserve, this culture bombs and my scout doesn't get the goodie hut. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plop my government plaza down. I'm going to go for that first, and then the holy site, and then the preserve. All right, there's the government plaza done in one turn. Well, we lost a population. Rough. And I'm going to chop out a settler right now. And then go straight for a +4 holy site because we're between two districts. We have a mountain and a couple woods here. This settler will go out to the desert. Another goodie hat. Let's keep on looking around. Again, a negative 11 gold per turn. I want to be a little cautious here. So as I'm moving around, I'm going to be looking for a few things here. First, let's go ahead. Yes. All right, cool. We got Void Singers, which is going to be fantastic because all of our cities start with a monument immediately when you settle them, which means every single one of our cities is going to get a free Old God Obelisk, and every single city center will be making 4 faith per turn. In addition to getting a holy site that has a free shrine and temple, a preserve that's going to have a free grove, our unique tile improvement, which is giving us faith, and then Earth Goddess, which is giving us faith on every single tile. That is breathtaking. We're going to have so much, and then there's more faith. That's fantastic. Now, as I'm running around, I'm looking for places to settle. My top priority is to settle on hills. Usually, if I can find fresh water, that's great. It is a highlands map, so there's actually not a lot of fresh water. So you're going to see some off-water settles, but we get free granaries, we have preserves, we have policy cards. We'll be just fine on housing. But let's go ahead and get our preserve, and then I'm going to go in straight for the ancestral hall as well. But whenever we can, we want to settle freshwater hills that could have nice preserves and holy sites. We're not thinking too hard this game. This is definitely a game for fun. But it is going to be strong. But here you can see we have a free grove. So we immediately have 6 culture per turn. But this settler is going to come over here. And yeah, I think we could settle right here on this Plains Hill freshwater tile. And we can actually go ahead and preserve the Uluru. And here we are. Here's some fresh water. And there's a hill. So we're going to settle up here. And once Magnus is established, we can actually go for tons of settlers. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to settle on this rainforest tile so that we can get a holy site here for a +3. Preserve here. That feels good to me. And I'm still looking for those city-states. We're exploring in every single direction. We will find something. Settle here. That's fantastic. And I think with this city, we're actually going to go ahead and put the preserve right here because we have a couple of trees here. We have some base appeal. Of course, there's a bunch of rainforest and marsh, but we can chop all this out. So we can actually put the holy site here. And I will trade domestically to get a road here to make sure settling is nice and quick. We could also do Reina forestry management in this city. Yeah, I love that idea. Let's go ahead and put Reina up here. And we'll promote her with forestry management to give appeal to every feature as well as +2 gold per turn. We can also go straight for course, giving us this science and culture and gold. We start with steel walls. So you can go ahead and clear that out immediately. We can chop for pop here. Now this city, because we have Reina here, I'm going to place down a harbor, build that up. And then, oh, we do have fresh water here as well as a neighbor nearby. So maybe I want to settle there. So instead I could settle here. And just scoot this preserve here. Honestly, I like that. And here we are. We're going to go ahead and use this, our first Rock-hewn church. Boom. Boosting the appeal of this tile. Once this preserve is done, this will be breathtaking as well. But also we have this huge 6 faith tile. Now, this is the thing. Our Rock-hewn churches have very low food. We have high food here, low food here. It all equals out. Our cities continue to grow. It's going to be fantastic. I need to switch my policy cards around. I think it's time to take out civil proceeds. Raj wasn't really helping us there. I'm going to plug in New Deal because our capital will benefit from this. Actually, scripture. We're going to do a lot of holy sites. So holy site adjacency sounds fun. Let's go ahead and settle here. Go straight for this. We are actually out of gold. Whoops. We can chop here. Holy site here. That builder's going to come over here. And I definitely need to focus on a little bit of gold per turn. So let's get this harbor down. And I need to try to meet someone so I can trade with them. And we have a little bit of gold here. Anytime I see rainforest, we're just gonna immediately chop it. Oh no! Oh, that was not foreshadowed. Oh no. Okay, that hurts. Bagondor here is gonna be our Pangala city. So we're gonna get connoisseur and researcher on it. Chop a little bit of gold. Go straight for our holy site. And we can even buy this preserve tile. And there we go, get some woods down. We have a settlement right here. Oh, and there's a faith city-state here. So I need to go meet them immediately. I think we're going to start with a harbor in this city, actually, because I do want to finish that gulp return. And I might as well grab a Liang at this point. And then Moksha gives us faith. Oh, yes. Actually, Moksha is going to go in this city based off the districts that we have. Come on, let me meet the city-states. I'm going to leave this burning for a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. We need our settlers. We need our settlers. We have 7 population. I might as well get some theater squares by the government plaza. And it's Jerusalem. Fantastic. Their ability won't help us, but the faith for our shrines and temples is going to be fantastic. We also can't get a worship building. We can't get a worship building because we don't have a religion. Oh, the goody gets here is huge. That went off again. Okay. Rude. Let's chop out a builder here. Get the preserve down. Fantastic. We have a tile to buy here. Ooh, I need some gold. Still looking to meet civs. Planting some trees. Let's get this settlement. Funny goody hit. Professional sports boost is super nice. We can actually use our faith to immediately buy archaeological museums and archaeologists from the get-go. Now the other thing is that we can build sanctuaries to actually help with our science, gold, and production as well from the start of the game. Considering how much gold I need right now, that sounds really fun. Let's actually chop out some traders, I think. There's the Vatican. Fantastic. Another faith city-state. 2 envoys with them because we're the first meet. Find them again. Nice. So our shrines and temples are going to give us tons and tons of stuff. Plant some trees around here. I can settle this city up here. I'm going to grab a Mani just to throw them into one of these city-states. You can see here the Uluru tiles, the 5 faith. And I'm going to pop the holy site right here just because it's a +2. Help the harbor adjacency, help the appeal over here as well. Plant some trees here. And there's the Vatican trade route. Where is everyone? Let's go Rock-hewn Church, wherever we can. Candy? Oh, yes, please. And Chinguetti? Oh, yes, please. The chain meat. Oh, wait. Ursa told me that all of the city-states in this game are faith. Oh, man. Our holy sites are going to be ridiculous. Speaking of, that one's not. It is currently on fire. Now, if we can meet the civs in the game, we'll maybe actually be able to get some tourism. Oh, a free builder. Oh, huge. Dude, stop erupting. It's not cool, bro. Not cool. But we can settle here again. We want to go for holy sites. So we're going to holy site here, preserve here. Plant some trees. And it's time to get our sanctuaries too. Because I want the gold return and the science and the production. And this settler's going to come up here this way. And all of these units are being used for scouts. Let's grab a Vatican artifact. Generally, the artifacts from city-states are more rare than other ones. And we're going to chop. This city's already at 12 population. And we're just getting more food in there. More food. And then I should be able to get something over here next turn. Let's actually get the harbor online, I think. Because we can't Huey, but we can do other things. Plant some trees. That tile's almost breathtaking. Yeah, this is going to be so good. All right, there's a preserve. Immediately, we have some appeal here. Plant some trees. We're immediately going to go for sanctuaries in most of these cities. Where are the civs? Where are the civs? Show me the civs. We can put rock-hewn churches on volcanic soil, and they won't be destroyed. So let's go for that. It's rock-hewn church here for the appeal. And if we can find La Venta, that's going to be everything this game. All right, we already have a Vatican artifact. We'll grab a Menelik. We're at 15 pop in Arena City. So we had holy site preserve. We might as well get theater squares anywhere we can, preferably on flat tiles like that. And grab another artifact. Dude, stop going off, please. Oh, the 4 food, 4 production, 4. Oh, that's so much. All right, but that city is getting wrecked. I think Liang should be in our capital, I guess. All right, want to settle on a hill, so I'm going to settle right there, which is a nice hill tile. As soon as the sanctuary's online, I need to start pumping out those settlers. Rock-hewn churches, science on a rock-hewn church. It's fantastic. Grab another artifact. It's great. Back to settlers here soon. Ah, there we are. I finally met another civ. It's Brazil. They have... All right. They might not like us. What government are you, fat? Oh, okay. We're not going to get along, I think. But we got computers already. Honestly, most of these techs do not matter. But we will try to get open borders with them. 2 turns for the sanctuary, but then we go back to settler spam in the cap. Then now it's... okay. Okay. Rude. Let's settle here. Again, off freshwater. Doesn't matter. And I think we're going to go straight for just placing this preserve. And I think our Pangala city can actually help us get settlers as well. And there it is. Our first sanctuary online. It is Arena City, so I could actually get a harbor as well. So let's go for that. Or a commercial hub. Tornado! And there's a civ. Teddy! Ooh, you and I might have the same government. You'll like me because of my appeal. Get some rock-hewn churches down, more appeal. You can actually switch cards around. Let's go professional sports and heritage tourism. I can actually run tourism cards already. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get Theta Squares as soon as I can. Most of my cities are going to go Holy Site Preserve and then into Theta Square if they don't already have a commercial district or something. Now, this city can get a quick aqueduct. There's no reason not to. Let's go ahead and put a holy site in this open desert tire just for the appeal. We're going to go ahead to Archaeological Museum, Archaeologist, grab as many of these as possible as quickly as we can. And we actually have another district slot in this city. And honestly, just at the diplomatic quarter right there is fine. There's a city state over here I need to go find. Teddy immediately wants to be friends. Let's go. Our settlers are coming out. We only have 60 turns of this, so I need to get as many cities out as fast as possible. And our rainy city can certainly help with the settlers. There we are. Preserves. So we got a holy site preserve, Theta Square. And I might as well chop. And actually my minis aren't doing half bad. The city also needs a Theta Square. Oh, stop it. The volcano. Stop it. Stop. It's enough. I would love to put another preserve here. Now I can actually get national parks and I should be using my faith for something. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. Let's get the Archaeological Museum and the Archaeologist. And a bunch of my cities are just working on settlers just everywhere. Yes, another city state. What is it? Armagh? All right, that actually has a lot of envoys in it. I'm going to go to +3 because there's another city state like literally right next to me. So right, grab that. Oh, we could totally national park there. Let me grab this city, grab this city, grab this. Teddy artifact, nice. Who's this? Yerevan? Oh, baby. All right, there's a couple more Faith City states. There's Laventa, yes! Give me. Amani, please, go there now. I'm gonna go up to 8 envoys with Amani, then I'll have enough to get Colossal Heads. That's fantastic. Liang's gonna go somewhere. That's a good city for Liang. This is so ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Unescored settlers for the win, of course. Preserve right there. Get to 10 pop. Also, look at our science and culture return just based off of our faith. It's so silly. This is an artifact from Jerusalem. Nice. I settled too close to Teddy. Sure. I won't settle up here. That's fine. If winning isn't everything, appeal is everything. Oh, we have so much culture. All right, we need some tourism. Oh, yes. And honestly, now I'll be able to settle in the center of this empire and place colossal heads in a bunch of places. Put that right there. It's got a Yerevan artifact. Grab. Double boost. Oh, that's so good. There's uranium in here. No, the uranium grief. I knew that was going to happen. Whoops. Let's get trade routes with civs and broadcast centers. We'd also go ahead and get more naturalists. Just wherever is natural. The Gobu stand and a relic. Yes. Because we have candy. Nice. So just grab that. There we go. The Archaeological Museum. There we are. Dude, it's so funny. I don't need Eiffel Tower because we have so much appeal. And there, we met another civ. Circumnavigation. Get open borders with them. This is a problem. But not my fault. I did everything I could. Get another preserve down. Let's get a holy site right there. We'll get the rock-hewn church in. We have Laventa. Nice. Grab Susan of Yerevan, because why not? Let's get our sanctuaries down. Rock-hewn church here and a colossal head. Side by side, both of them giving tourism. Oh my goodness. Got some capital hiking over there. Yeah, we do, bud. They are probably gonna vote down a resource. So let's just vote down coffee and let's double artifact tourism. Put a few votes in that. Put ourselves for a vote. Yes, artifacts are doubled. It's time to spam as many artifacts as possible. We can also get rock bands, but I don't feel like it. We'll settle the Uluru. We're just gonna put a water park. Settle a hill here. Get a theater square here for some appeal. Well, there we are. We're starting to get tourism. Economic alliance here. Thank you, Teddy. There, a colossal head. Rock-hewn church. And some trees there. Faith by another archaeological museum and archaeologist. We can theme one of these. So we have 3 ancient era artifacts from different civs and city-states. And there we are, Ferris wheel and Uluru. That makes me happy. Grab that artifact from the sea. Even get oil. Wow. Plant some trees. Let's go for archaeological museums, broadcast centers, colossal heads. Get a candy artifact. Get a colossal head there. 7 faith. We'll get a temple there. Beautiful. Yep. Get a preserve here. It's like actually good. That's the best part. Like, look at these tiles, bro. And environmentalism, get more tourism. And go Grandmaster Chapel for some troops. Put colossal heads between all of the temples. Yes. Yes. Big park. I should really be putting parks in my Reina city. Get some builders up here and retool some of that land. It's so good. I could build the Broadway. Sure, why not? Get another naturalist here. And there we are, Nazca. Oh, it's Nazca! Oh, I can do Nazca lines! There you are. 12 envoys, though. That's okay. How much faith are our temples making right now? 9 and 18. Oh my goodness. Get some stuff here. Get some of that there. Keep getting builders. Oh, Eiffel can also go here. Get some heads. Get some temples. It's so good. And then instead of working on these buildings, I'm going to be focusing on builders in most of my cities. Also, make sure I get all of the archaeologists that I can. Like in this museum, archaeological museum, La Venta, Colossal Head, Harbor. It's so good. If I could get all my cities up to ecstatic too, it would be fantastic. So I'm going to spam like water parks everywhere. There's definitely a national park over here. Environmentalism in 2. I'm running out of archaeological dig sites. Let's get around the Pedro artifact. That'll be able to be themed at some point. Let's get a naturalist up here. Whatever I can do to get this production in the city up too. Because this thing needs to be done before turn 427. So there's a little bit of shopping I need to do around here. Make sure that's done. Oh, there's all the archaeological sites. There we go. There's a dig. There's a colossal head. We need to retool as much as physically possible. Our laying city is just going to build builders for the rest of the game. There we are. Chinguetti artifact. I'm going to go steal his artifact. That's mine. We're at 20 pop. That's crazy. A candy artifact. I lost access to colossal heads. That's annoying. Let's grab globalization because it's boosted. And more water parks sounds like a blast. As well as ski side resorts. And I'm just sending my builders to make sure that I have faith on every single tile. We have tons and tons of faith. We win in 6 turns. This is an old growth tile, so I'll chop that as well. Get another naturalist. Try to get these colossal heads back. There we go. And honestly, I'm just gonna dump all the envoys in there to make sure we don't lose them. And there's city number 15. Half the domestic tourists we need. Steal Teddy artifact. Beautiful. And it's time for social media. Last cards to plug in. I don't need the settler card anymore. E-commerce is fun. Intelligence agency is fun. This is ridiculous. I'll put some commercial hubs down. My naturalists are so expensive now. There's the temple. Get some appeal here. This will be done in 7 turns. We have like 10 turns left. Get some woods down. 7,000 faith right now. Get another naturalist. Oh, I should probably fix my temple, huh? Yeah. Get archaeological museums, our archaeologists. Plant trees, plant trees, plant trees. National park, national park. Still can't trade with the Congo. Cool, we'll keep getting amenities, amenities, amenities. Sanctuaries. Need more builders. I need all of the things. Oh my goodness. The Galapagos? Oh, let's go. Another relic. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to win. We're definitely going to win. But I want to make sure I have faith on almost every single tile of my empire. Eiffel Tower is going to help a lot with that, with Earth Goddess. And I just need more builders on the edge of the empire. Another artifact. We can run online communities now. And collective activism for the yield. I definitely will be running my builders around. Chop, chop, chop. Chop that out. Finally, desert. Literally 0 value tile now with tons of value. Heck, we can go digital democracy now. It's crazy. Perfect. Perfect. National park. Oil in the preserve. That's okay. That's just free 3 production in a preserve. I'll take it. 2 turns on Eiffel Tower. Let's actually just chop it. There we go. The Eiffel Tower giving us 2 appeal to every tile in our empire, which is going to make pretty much any single tile breathtaking and have +1 faith if I don't already have faith on it. 3,000 faith. I will win on time. Oh, hang on. Oh, these aren't even updated. Yes! We got faith. We got faith. Hang on. Let me just roll over to the next turn so you can actually see. And here we are. Straight breathtaking. +12 appeal preserve. Oh my goodness. Oh, the colossal head though. So basically all I need to do is make sure that all of my tiles are either breathtaking or they have some type of faith generation on them. We have 9 turns left. There it is. Wait, we won already.
The worth of a culture is not measured by its
Wait, I still have turns to play.
in how
Wait, we're not done. Wait, we're not done. I wonder if Ursa's gonna win. Hang on, I don't know if I was supposed to play for 50 turns or 60 turns. We won in 50. So I'll just spend 10 turns, like, cleaning up the edges, I guess. Anyways, go watch Ursa.
Well, alright then. It's Menelik, it's the Atomic Era, and we have 52 turns to win either a culture victory or a diplomatic victory. Oh, and also to make the coolest empire possible. How best to do that? I think, given the fact that Secret Societies mode is enabled, we've got to go Void Singers and stack it with our ability, Council of Ministers. I think what I'm going to do is just see how big a faith number I can generate. How big can we go? If I put holy sites down everywhere, and then rock-hewn churches, and then all of the improvements that all the faith city-states can leave me. Maybe chuck in some preserves? Yes, maybe. Oh yeah, especially because the rock-hewn church actually gives me appeal. Ooh, I'm going to focus on the things that are going to give me more faith, like trading triangles, and holy sites, and simultaneum. And as I settle next to this smoking volcano, I'm sure it's fine. We've got to go desert folklore, haven't we? We've got to. It's very tempting to get the settler. It's very tempting to get breathtaking appeal, but no. Let's get these holy sites sorted now. Oh, I always love 1-turn districts in a late game start. It's beautiful. I mean, already, how good is this? This holy site, it's giving me 12 faith per turn. It's got a shrine and a temple in, and because of the crazy adjacency, those are being boosted by simultaneum. And I already have a ton of faith and culture coming in. We haven't even gone Void Singers. Don't worry. We'll do that soon enough. Did somebody say rock-hewn church? 7. Oh, 7. And tourism. I think it gives tourism immediately, doesn't it? Yes. That's going to be a major source of tourism for me, by the way. Oh, well, hello there. We'll appoint you in immediately. And there we go. All faith turns into science, culture, and gold. Which is good, because I'm already broke. Oh, I am absolutely using Canticle. Yes. Symphony as well. I never get to use that. Let's try it. Well, I've already had a volcano, and now I've got one of these. That is unfortunate. Oh, that chomped through so much of my stuff. I tell you what, when you can 1-turn build everything, losing a holy site and all the buildings in it, that stings. That really stings. The first of hopefully many city-states. There's 8 of them out there. They're all faith, and we're going to get a huge amount of extra faith per turn. Yes, already up to 111. Yeah, this storm, it was absolutely brutal. It's left a load of improved tiles, but I'm not sure that was really worth it. You know, if I could pick, I probably wouldn't do it again, you know? Or do you want to see something really clever? I've been avoiding putting my cities on hills because I'm a fool. My capital's on a hill, but these two aren't. Yep. I have not played Ethiopia in some time. Whoopsie. Oh, I tell you what, there's something joyous about finding candy early. Go on, give me Give me things. Chingati. Now, this city-state is normally really good for generating colossal amounts of faith, but I don't have a religion, and we're so late in the game. I don't think we're going to be able to get one. They don't exist. No great profits to be found anywhere. Still, though, look at all these benefits. If I just show you my capital quickly. Shrine, 7 faith. Temple, 14 faith. Yes. When I look to settle, I'm looking for hills, not freshwater. The freshwater, honestly, could take it or leave it. It's just hills. Magnus, capital. You proud of me? Doing something I don't normally do. Actually, one very fun thing about later era starts is when you settle a city, it normally has a lot of housing because it starts with a granary, which is great. And you get this. +4 housing, starting era. +2 immunities, starting era. Oh, forgives all of your sins. All of them. It's wonderful. Well, I've picked up Sprawling Empire, but I haven't met anyone yet. There's 3 other people on this map. Where are they all? Starting to sort of get a little bit nervous. Hello? Am I alone? Where is everyone? I love the fact that I've discovered computers before I've met anyone else. What is going on in this game? There's Brazil. Okay, I have no campuses and no theatre squares, and I have triple their science and culture yields. Of course I do. And they've actually got both of them down. I love that. I always forget just how disgusting Ethiopia can get on this mode. Brilliant. This just shows you how fast this game mode can go, especially late game starts. But I am 19 turns in, and we're on 500 faith per turn. Yes, we can get that higher, I believe. A lot higher. Look how much of a map I revealed, right? Where are they all? Where is everyone? So even though I've only met Brazil, I'm getting a tourist with them every 4 turns, which is ridiculous. And I've got 600 faith coming in per turn. Might as well make some national parks. Oh, go on then, if you insist. Ha ha ha, try and flood me. No, I can build 1-turn dams. I'm flood proof. Oh, thank goodness. We're meeting people. Okay, 3 turns from Cold War. That lets me double my containment envoys. I'm going to wait for that, and then I'm going to meet Congo, and we're going to meet La Venta. To put this in context, it's 27 turns in, and I have 13 cities with another 3 settlers, I think? AI is still on 3 cities. I can see there are settlers out there, but they're just skulking around on their own. We won't judge. We won't judge. I will judge. I'm going to judge heavily. Visabanken, I'm not getting as much value from as I would like, but containment. Here we go. So I'm a different government to Brazil, which means somebody like Nazca, for instance. 1 envoy, which doubles from Diplomatic League, then is doubled again for containment. So this 1 should be worth 3. Yeah, so then I can go 1, 2, 3, and claim Nazca, and do exactly the same thing with Armagh and Yerevan. I mean, you gotta feel bad, haven't you? Here we go, we've met somebody. Honestly, I'm just pleased that it's not just me on this map. And we've met Congo, the last person. Oh yeah, that's looking good. We're taking about 2 tourists every turn, and America's gaining 1 every turn. 400 tourism. We started on turn 366. It's only 29 turns. We get to vote, by the way. I'm going for melee, -5 loyalty on myself, winning diplomacy for myself, and world games. And I won 2 of them. 14 points. Yeah. One thing I'm running in the background is just a bunch of rock bands. They never go very well for me. And this is no exception. But hey, it might speed things up. You never know. Huzzah! We got the culture victory! I think we did that pretty quickly. I am very, very intrigued to see if White and Nerdy got that any quicker than me. Oh, look at that faith. Look at that faith! Turn 402, or it rolls over to 403. Whichever one of those you want to count. I haven't got environmentalism or social media. That's the craziness of this. White and Nerdy, your attempt. Would you like to explain what it is that you have done?
All right, so I had a ton of fun with this challenge.
Oh my lord.
So if those that don't know me, I'm kind of known for my love of preserves and just going absolutely insane. And Ethiopia is one of those civs that, because they get so much from faith and all the rest of their yields, that you want to go holy sites, but you also want to go preserve, which is the second faith district.
Yeah.
And just go absolutely insane on faith generation. So my goal this game was to put faith on every single tile of my empire.
Oh, it's so clever.
So you can see we went Earth Goddess. We got breathtaking like mines. We have all of the temples.
Look at this appeal.
But yeah, the churches on Uluru, like just going absolutely ham. The faith generation was so much fun. You know, putting a water park in Uluru, because like, of course, you want amenities in every city within 9 tiles of the center of your empire.
This is a thing of beauty. Look at it. Look at the appeal here. That is filthy.
Yeah, we have Eiffel Tower. Like, yeah,
Oh, do you?
And you know, if I have more turns, like on the edges, I don't have the faith on every tile, but
Oh, well, on the edge. Oh, well then, if you haven't done the whole thing. No, I totally understand. There is something, right? There's an initial visual hit I find when you play High Preserves where you look at the map and it's gone blue because of the science yields that get put on the sanctuary. That's when you know you've done really well. If you see like a thick blue color around your preserves,
yeah, and the fantastic thing about these late game starts is that when you build the preserve, you automatically get the grove for free.
Oh, do
Because
you?
it's an ancient era building. So as soon as it plops and then the Rockhoon Church gives a peel. Ethiopia actually has a crazy synergy with preserves because of the fact that you have an appeal tile improvement. You want to get faith anyway. You can go holy sites and then you go to double down on the preserves, and it's just amazing. You actually get so many yields because we also have void singers, so we have faith from our old god obelisks too. Like, it's insane.
You've gone for chorus. Very good. You've basically doubled down effectively. So you've got the extra faith from Ethiopia's ability, you're stacking it on void singers, and you're going just ridiculous. Oh, I love it. So if we have a look at the tourism lands, oh yeah, you can see. I've always found it strange that preserves don't give tourism directly.
Yeah, same. I wish they did. I guess the idea is that they're supposed to be there to buff your national parks.
Yeah.
Your national parks already
Absolutely.
do the tourism thing.
And you can do the cool thing. So you've kind of done the 90-degree angle formation. Because if you kind of just spin it around a little bit, you can make a national park in the middle.
Yeah, if you could do that.
Yeah.
It's really tricky because they have to be all within the same city for the national parks. So it's like you have to decide whether or not you're going to buff the national parks,
Yeah,
or you're
that's
just
fair.
going to have the super strong tiles. And you can see in this setup, we have a little bit of both because the national parks are on the side.
I mean, these tiles are filthy. I love it.
Yeah, when you start the game with the sanctuaries unlocked, you're like, oh, I need science.
So America just casually getting some diplomacy there, but your culture, yeah, you just hit that right off the bat. I love it. You did really well. I mean, how did you find it fun then? Because I saw the start when I initially made the save file, and I thought, this feels good. This feels like a very hilly start.
I was very confused as to what to do at the start of this game. Like, there's a desert there. You could do desert folklore. You could do a bunch of different things. But like, I was like, okay, I know what I want to do. Earth Goddess it is.
The funny thing is, when we thought about this challenge, it has been a couple of months because of my disorganization, and you're very lovely being so patient. But the event that happened afterwards with the Civ Give boilers, I did have my game handed to me quite violently by somebody playing Ethiopia. So coming back to this game and going, oh no, this is going to be dealing with some trauma.
Oh no.
Seeing all of
I'm
these
so
yields.
sorry.
But I forgot how fun Ethiopia was to play. It's been so long since I played them.
Oh my goodness, they're so much fun. Well, the funny thing is, I had actually never played Ethiopia until like a week before you reached out.
Right.
Like, I finally got around to playing them in my own like disorganized A to Z. And I was like, wait, why haven't I played this Civ before? Like, they're so good. And also just lends into my favorite play style, which is by going culture victory through appeal. And I know you love your canals and your railroads, and then the appeal-based culture victory is kind of like my go-to thing.
Yeah.
So I like really hyper optimize and look for the best ways to do that type of situation. And I have some really fun strats with like Golden Gate Bridge and like, there's a whole bunch of crazy things. But
oh yeah, Golden Gate Bridge does not get built enough. It is a lot of fun.
no, it doesn't. It's the strongest wonder in the game. I keep telling people.
Oh,
It's
that's
so good.
Oh, that's interesting. I would say Estadio probably has words with you on that one, but yes, it's up there.
I agree. Estadio is also amazing. Also because it's super bugged.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 6 per city.
One of your videos showed me the bug with Estadio, and I was like, oh boy.
How about every city has 3 monuments? That seems about right. That's absolutely fair. So is there anything else you want me to have a look at whilst we're here? I mean, you have my utter respect. I can see the amount of builders you've got going. And I reckon if I go into your city and have a look, yeah, builders are up at 234 production. You have been spamming them out, yeah.
They're pretty expensive. I guess you could, specifically the Reign of Forestry Management City up top, prioritizing putting national parks up there first because of the additional peel.
Yeah.
So that's just one of those things where you get, because forestry management gives you additional peel around all of your unimproved forests, like just stacking so many national parks just in your arena city, it gives you so much more tourism. So
it does.
I try to tell people, if you only have so much faith and you don't know where to put your national parks, put them in arena city.
Like a little casual flex you've got going here. These colossal heads. These are up at
forgot
7
about the
faith. Look
colossal
at
heads.
that.
That was such a big part of this video, was me like looking. Oh my god, because you put all faith city states in this game.
Yes.
Which means like our temples and shrines are worth bonkers amounts of faith.
That's
and then
right.
I knew the colossal heads were going to be in this game. So the entire game I was running around looking for Laventa, because Rockhewn Church plus colossal head combo is so ridiculous and it's just so much fun. Oh my god. This challenge was ridiculously fun.
It was. It's why I like playing large maps with a lot of city states, because they get very, very silly. Yeah, the temple giving 20 faith, perfectly balanced with Ethiopia. I don't think we need to worry about that.
This is what I mean though. Like I often tell players that sometimes, and I know you do this as well, like sometimes you have to learn to play the map. Sometimes it's not, you can't go in with a complete, strict game plan. Sometimes the map will tell you what it is. City states is the biggest one, where it's like, I'm playing in a Scotland game right now and I didn't want to open a holy site, and then I found there was 4 faith city states and I was like, my temples would be so strong.
It's so true. Yeah.
It's so funny. So especially, I actually wanted to do this thing where I know Otter did this mod where you play a civ, but you have absolutely no traits.
Right. Yes, I think I remember that. Yeah.
So I wanted to play that and then just look at what city states I have and turn that into a video to like complete, like the map completely dictate how I'm going to play the game. And I think that's a fun idea.
I love that. Yeah, that would be really fun. I'd watch that. That sounds awesome.
Heck, maybe we could turn that into a challenge.
Oh, yeah. Keep that in mind.
And then I scout one way, you scout another way, and that determines like how we go completely different directions of the game.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Just don't tell Otter you're doing it though, because he'll turn up and suddenly you'll be playing 3 eras behind and you're being charged with pikemen on turn 10 and you think, why did I sign up to this? All right, this is amazing. Do you want to have a look at what I've done?
Yes, I would love to see it.
All right.
Like, okay, so my guess was that you were going to go desert folklore, like off the start from the beginning of the map.
So what makes you think that I would go desert folklore?
Just because there's a massive desert and a Luru right next to us.
Are you saying that my entire strategy would be dictated by one thing that I could see right on turn 1? Because you're right.
No.
Yes, I saw the desert. I saw Allura and I thought, desert folklore. Yes.
I mean, it's too tasty. Now, the problem is that you couldn't get a religion, so there's no work ethic on top of it.
No work ethic, no. But it's late game, and late game is all about chopping. It's all about, because districts are all 1 turn, and buildings themselves are really expensive. So you kind of want to focus on getting your districts out over your buildings if you want to speed through it.
Especially when you have a unique tile improvement, like just chopping is just replace everything.
Right, exactly, yeah.
You know?
And on these game speeds as well, you start to notice the value of military engineers. They weirdly take on a value of their own because they don't scale with cost like builders do. My goal in this was to just find the faith number and get it as high as possible, as quickly as possible. Now, the funny thing is actually with your crazy adjacencies and your crazy preserves, you have pretty much the same faith as me. And actually, your preserves mean that your yields are like twice mine. But the big difference is if we look at the appeal tile, I have chopped out everything. It's all gone.
But you still have, but this is the other thing. So I think what you did really good here is you showed the benefit of having a balanced empire because you chopped and you have the production. And then on the other places of your empire, you have high appeal and you have the tourism there.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that like when I play Bull Moose Teddy, people are like, ew, why are you building mines as Bull Moose Teddy? I was like, because you still need production in subsections. And then over here, like you can have a section for appeal, you can have a section for production, you can have a section for districts. And it's like how you divvy up your empire, I think is way more interesting. Like if you want to play like a super balanced, super optimal, super fun way to play a civ like this or a civ like Bull Moose Teddy, like finding that balance is really, really cool.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But show me the adjacency on these holy sites.
The holy sites, they were pretty good. I mean, we had
Nice.
8, 9, 8. We're not talking, Japan levels of crazy, but when this is all being channeled into the combo of scripture and simultaneum, the faith output was very crazy very quickly. So that's kind of what I really enjoyed. So this is turn 403, which is 14 turns, I think, previous to what we just saw. And I was just like, right, out the bat, as quick as I can, chop out settlers. And actually, one thing I didn't realize, and it made me think about how I normally play, is I am terrible at utilizing Magnus properly for Groundbreaker. It seems to be something that the really good players just do so well, especially when you use that combined with the settler card and you just go chop, 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 and you've got 5 or 6 settlers out. The city you've left behind is totally decimated and has no ecological value at all, and everyone hates it, but there's loads of settlers, so it's all fine, and you pretend like nothing happened. But
Yeah, who cares about that one city if you have 10?
yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, so I think there was a lot of forest over here. Like, this is all gone. This was all chopped for settlers, and I think over here was mostly. I mean, and I think I just because of the speed, I caught it really early, so I only had to get to 25 tourists.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how, that's what I find fascinating about culture victories, is because you are chasing a moving target of the AI's culture and how it ramps.
Yeah.
If you get them fast, it's over. If you can catch it before they even get out the gate, that's how you win super fast. It's what I find fascinating and so much fun. I have a bunch of sub 200 culture victories without the game modes and stuff, and that's where I love. And you just find so many different ways to hyper optimize all the way to the last turn.
Sub 200 culture is quick, because that's a fiddly game mode. That's a really fiddly game mode. So the strategy kind of relied on rock bands, which made me a little bit filthy, because I don't like rock bands.
That's it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that's how you won so much faster. I didn't touch rock bands at all.
And I would rather not, because I have a thing about rock bands. If there's any chance at all that they will die, they will die. And you can see that this one has 100, but I think every single other rock band I've got has 0 album sales because they all died immediately. I think I used one that survived, and every single other rock band died first time. Didn't matter what promotion I had, didn't matter what I did, they just be like, bleh, completely gone.
Yeah, rock bands can go great or they can go horribly. It always feels like they go horribly.
I feel like the AI must get a dirty bonus of some kind for them, because the amount of times I've been playing a game and you see a rock band rock up to your capital and 18,000 tourism is generated, and you look at it and go, what? I'm sorry, how did you do that?
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if they do. They have so many hidden buffs, so it's possible. I mean, it is fun. You finally get one of your rock bands to survive until it's fully promoted, and then it just pops off. I think in my Yongle series, I had one really pop off, and I was like, oh my god, that's fun.
But the kind of the sort of the hidden sub goal I had underneath everything was I wanted to do everything without any theatre squares. So I didn't build any theatre squares. I think I picked up a relic from Candy.
Oh, that's huge.
But I had no other theatre squares, so this was just a pure faith generation. I was going to say, the whole point was I was going to say, hey, look, I'm gonna just do this based on how big a faith number I can get. It'll be really impressive. It'll be really cool. And I think you got a bigger faith number, and you had faith on every tile as well, which now I'm really worried about.
Well, I do love that we both were. I'm gonna make the biggest faith.
No, I'm gonna lose a settler to Barbs. Yeah, exactly.
Did you get suzerain of Laventa? Do you have any colossal head?
Oh, I did at one point. I think that was just taken because I was running containment for quite a lot of that to try and...
That 21 envoy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Who has a fully promoted Amadi in there?
Yeah, she went nuclear. She's not messing around. I think I do as well, but I think I went to Vatican, which... in hindsight was silly because I've just noticed now that no one's in there. So that was a really silly thing to do. But apart from that...
sometimes, it's funny, especially in multiplayer. The Amani plays are crazy in multiplayer, where everyone's trying to compete for different city-states, and then you declare war on someone so that they have to declare war in the city-state, and then it kicks out all of their envoys and their Amani, and it's like, okay, get out of there.
That's amazing. You just don't get to see it that often. I think that's what I like about seeing all these sort of multiplayer strats. But yeah, this is sort of what I did, and you kind of described it really well. I basically cut everything down in the middle, left the outside all nice and tasty, tried to put my national parks around the outside of the map.
Is that a spaceport? Are you going to space too? All the way to the left side.
Oh yes, I built a spaceport.
Just in case there's another city-state hiding somewhere.
Yeah. I was getting a bit carried away. I was just really enjoying throwing settlers out. Like, this was the best bit of it for me, was just seeing how many I could throw out. And yeah, I think you actually put more builders out than I did. My builder cost isn't quite there. And I really enjoyed it. And it made me think I really need to play Ethiopia again on a proper big map, because the snowball you can get going.
Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, I love it. Any civ that makes me want to build preserve, like actually synergize with preserves, I'm all for it. I'm the player that has been arguing for a long time that, preserves are actually really good.
Preserves are wonderful. They are absolutely wonderful. But there you go. We got two different approaches. We've got the beautiful woods and preserves everywhere perfection build, the place you would actually want to live, the place you might want to realistically visit in this hellscape of the world that I've created, which is just how quickly can we win and then go to tea. Oh, thank you so much for having a go. I really hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I would love to do more of these.
Oh, we'll do it again. Absolutely. So there we have it, dear audience. And now I need your help. I've put up a community post asking for your vote. You can find it on my channel's homepage under community. Who wins this challenge out of myself and White and Nerdy? Did you like White and Nerdy's efficient, beautiful, preserve-based paradise on Earth, complete with huge appeal and faith on every single tile? Or did you like my desolate, all-chopped faith tourism speedrun? Come and vote, and whilst you're at it, let me know if you enjoyed seeing this sort of thing and whether you'd be up for more collaborations of this kind in the future. Comments and likes on this video massively help it to make it on the mighty algorithm. Praise be it, praise be it. Until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Goodbye! And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy's Ursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Sharky Bates, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Joseph Biancani, Interplanet Janet, Mr. Awesome. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!